Verse 26 of Daniel 9 says the following. At that time, the anointed will be cut off. Another Bible version reads, Messiah will be cut off. I repeat that this prophecy does not concern his first visit. According to Matthew 24:3, the context of this prophecy unquestionably relates exclusively to the second coming of Jesus Christ. When it comes to the entrenchment of the Messiah, we're not talking about the cutting off of the Messiah. A clear distinction must be made between the cutting off of the Messiah and the entrenchment of the Messiah. The two events took place in distinct temporalities. The Messiah was slain in 33 AD under the Acts of Jews in league with the Roman authorities. He physically died, and after 3 days he was resurrected in accordance with messianic prophecy and was installed on the throne of glory. As for entrenchment, in other words, the second trench, the new trench, the current trench, the entrenchment took place at the end of the first century, when all the apostles and fathers of the early church had just been massacred in an unspeakable martyrdom, with the notable exception of the Apostle John. The infested church, already polluted by false brethren according to his second epistle 2:18-19, had excluded him, and he was a prisoner on the island of Patmos. He was therefore an eyewitness of the entrenchment, as he was also an eyewitness to the slicing. The entrenchment is the abomination established in the most holy, spoken of in Daniel 9:26, and of which Matthew 24 verse 15 about the true Christ. In the context of the answer that the true Christ made to his disciples who had asked him, Master, what will be the sign of your coming? So there you have it. This prophecy, retrenchment, in other words, the abomination established in the most holy place. This retrenchment was accomplished by the early fathers of the Catholic Church, so much so that the early fathers of the Catholic Church have absolutely nothing to do with the fathers of the early church. Since Catholicism was born thanks to and in the blood of the martyrs, the witnesses of Jesus, of whom the Apostle John gives an abundant account in his epistles and also in the first chapter of Revelation, including Revelation 1:9 and 6:9, which show souls of the saints and witnesses of Jesus, whose prostitute was drunk. All in all, the true Christ, who speaks from the Mount of Olives in Matthew 24, knew that after his slaughter, his resurrection, his ascension and glorification, there would be his entrenchment. He knew it. He said it. He foretold it. And he ordered us to remember it so that we might be edified and unmasked here.